Yo, I'm Bob. Totally blind since birth, into Power Rangers. Got the Shout Factory box set in my hands yet again. So, talking about Season 2, Episode 76 or Episode 16, whichever one you like better. This one's Beauty and the Beast. It premiered on October 10th in 1994. I think I watched this one when it premiered, so really like this episode. Kimberly, she's bummed about Tommy being off by himself. And Zed, he's still celebrating that Green Ranger's been defeated, and he says Kimberly's going to be the next to fall to the dark side. That is, because he's going to kidnap her and attempt to make her his new queen. I remember when I watched this for the first time as a kid, I was thinking to myself, but Zed's like thousands of years old and Kimberly's only 17. That's kind of not cool, Zed. So Bulk and Skull, they are involved in another find out who the Power Rangers really are scheme, and they're going to go see a fortune teller named Madame Swampy because that doesn't sound like a con. So yeah, they make their way to her parlor. I don't know where it is or what the place looks like, but yeah, they get a map from her, and her free prediction is that you get what you pay for. She wants $5, but they don't have the money, so they're sent on a wild goose chase. We see them at the end of the episode, but meanwhile, Kimberly, she's going to go see this fortune teller as well to see if she can't get her future, maybe Tommy's future, read. She wants more information about what might happen. So Goldar ambushes her, takes her to, well, he calls it the Cave of Fantasy. And yeah, he's making preparations. I remember finding out back in the day that the dress that they put Kimberly in, well, it looks quite a bit like Rita's. So, I mean, even before the big three-part finale later on in season two, I kind of wonder if Zed might have had a thing for a certain somebody. I don't know. I know I wasn't the only fan that thought this after seeing season two in its entirety back in the day. So yeah, Kimberly is captured. Zed decides to create a new monster to make things even worse. So he uses his staff on Tommy's mirror gift to Kimberly, turns it into the Mirror Maniac monster. A lot of M's in this monster name. So, yeah, I wish Hasbro would make that, as I always like to say regarding monsters. Never can have too many bad guys. So, yeah, Kimberly's captured. The other Rangers, I think it's just Billy, Trini, and Zach. Jason's on a fishing trip to Bass Lake with his uncle. Well, they're summoned to the command center. Zordon gives them the skinny on what's going on. But Zed, he's going to create another diversion. So he sends putties to ambush Richie and Zach's cousin Curtis. So he really doesn't want that cave infiltrated. He wants the whole queen scheme of his to go off without a hitch. So they have to split up. Zach's got to go fend off putties that are attacking Richie and Curtis. And you got Billy and Trini. They're going to the cave to rescue Kimberly. So there are putties everywhere in this episode. I love me some putty battles. You know how it goes. Eventually, the putties are defeated on both fronts. Goldar's dust, that was supposed to make Kimberly evil, well, it didn't work. I always wondered if Goldar tried mixing this stuff up himself when he should have gone to Finster. I don't think Goldar should be trusted with mixing anything. I mean, he's a great general, but when it comes to things like, I don't know, evil villain alchemy, yeah, don't let Goldar mix your evil dust there, Lord Zed. So yeah, Kimberly, she's faking the whole Rita thing for a while, and man, Amy Jo Johnson does a fantabulous Rita Repulsa scream. I think I taped this one on audio cassette too when I would see it in reruns, and I remember giggling uncontrollably whenever she started shrieking at Goldar squatting Babu. Anyway, the other Rangers show up. They all get out of there. Goldar, poor Goldar, they make a fool out of him. He really doesn't get to do much in this episode. I think Squat at one point, he's like, go get him, Goldar. And then I think Goldar gets knocked down or knocked back. And he's like, hey, why are you back so quick? And then they have to face the Mirror Maniac and a whole bunch more putties. So it's not really it's not really a fight between the monster and the Rangers. He just kind of stands there while they're fighting the putties, and then after his clay klutzes get defeated, he's gonna try and leave. He doesn't even do anything to him, but I still like the monster. You know how it goes. He grows. The Rangers summon the Zords, and Thunder Megazord is formed. I think he fires some energy blasts, or Mirror Maniac fires some energy blast at Thunder Megazord. So you can give him a couple of effect pieces if he's ever a Lightning Collection deluxe monster. I think he threw a big energy sphere at him. But yeah, he's vanquished with the Thunder Saber. Zed is furious, narcissistically blaming Goldar and his minions rather than himself. And the episode ends with Bulk and Skull making it to Ernie's juice bar. Apparently, it was a promotion gimmick. So Swampy kind of, led them back to the juice bar. They're told they get free protein muffins, but right after they take a bite, I think Richie says, when you buy lunch, Bulk. So yeah, they have to do dishes, which is kind of not cool because they were promised a free protein muffin, so it's free with lunch. I feel like that should have been said to them before they took bites out of that muffin. Or maybe it was on the back and they just didn't read it. That's also a possibility because Bulk and Skull, they just kind of jump into things without really thinking. So, yeah, I think when this episode premiered, I started noticing differences in Red Ranger, Black Ranger, and Yellow Ranger voices. Of course, I don't think the actors were available to do the ADR by this point. I think they had gone on to other things, so they had to get voice actors to replace them. And I remember my little sister and I, we watched this during rerun. She had to have been like 3. It was a couple years after it had aired. Maybe she was like 3 or 4. And when alternate voice for Jason goes, "Oh man," she's like, "Why does Red Ranger sound sick?" And I'm like, I think that's an alternate voice actor, sweetie. He's fine, but he sounds really sick. And I was like, no, he's good. He just couldn't. The actor couldn't be in to do the voice. I never really thought that much of it. But she was not happy with that alternate voice. She kept coming up to me later on that day. "Is he okay?" And I was like, he's fine. It's just a character. He's fine. So yeah, next time we're going to be getting into one of my favorite 2-part miniseries of all time. Be here for The White Light Part 1 as we jump into that. I saw both of the White Light episodes as they would premiere on October 17th and 18th in 1994. So I cannot wait to get into those 2 episodes. Anywho, hear you next time, and may the power protect you.